Hey guys, girls, and elastic furries.
Now, you may be wondering why I've become a cube. Well, me and Gabriel made this guy together. Kuiper. Though he looks nothing like a protogen, his design was supposed to be one, but we went for an easier cubey design based on this video. I drew the bow tie, apple, and added the backdrop and effects while he made the rest of the model, with me approving it of course. Now, Kuiper isn't going to replace my IRL intermissions, but I figured I'd add him for more variety, so my edited videos from now on will include him. With that out of the way, enjoy the video.
In December of 2025, I finished my first ever college assignment, which was a double-page spread about indie games I'm excited for, releasing in 2026. Recently, I've decided how video-worthy that assignment is, so this is the result of that. I have changed a few things and omitted some games like Subliminal and A Big Catch, as I don't want to gain TM187 scope creep, but I will be adding a new game to the list, Pinata Puppy World. This video is going to be formatted by having each game become increasingly more interesting to me, and I'm going to provide analysis of what we know about every game. Most of these games will be psychological or mascot horror games with only one outlier. There'll be timestamps in case you already know about a game or don't care, but I doubt that since a lot of the games here are unknown. Though I will miss stuff, I will generally try to do as best as I can, so without further adu, let's discuss 5 amazing upcoming indie games that will hopefully get you just excited as I am. The first game on our list is Flux Deluxe. The demo for FFD released in 2023 and has been in development since early 2017. It has not only a pretty funny ass title but also a pretty amazing demo on itch.io. Basically it's a puzzle platformer that the creator Evie describes as a hornier Wario Land free, or at least that's what the original game was. This is a very apt description considering the game's gimmick we'll cover later. As you may have guessed by the suffix Deluxe, this is actually based on a 2017 smaller game named Flux, which was made for an 18+ game jam themed around creating more horny games for itch, called Strawberry Jam. The game jam gives developers until the end of February to finish and part of March to test games. It ended up winning, which shows interest in the game's concept. Either that or it was nepotism, since Evie created the event this year and has gone on to do it every year since, but I doubt that since the idea is so interesting. Strawberry Jam started to get theming for its 9th anniversary last year, which you could argue goes against the idea of making horny games better and more unique, but game jam themes can invoke an idea in someone and narrow scope to make game jam projects much easier to work with for the time limit given. In addition, the themes are literally optional and used as guidance, so fuck your opinion. Flux Deluxe is nearing its 10th anniversary in 2027, making the game take even longer than Amori. While the game has no confirmed release date, we can expect that the finished product will be an amazing puzzle platformer if the demo is anything to go by. Speaking of, how about we talk about the demo? Starting off with the original demo, Flux, and I had to play this build for the video because I'd only streamed Deluxe's demo prior, but what do I think of the original game? Well, this opening scene's pretty cute. The Crimson Bandit, aka Cerise, has boobs because obligatory nudity for the game jam, and Lexi's just cuter, especially with her blush. The aim here is to collect 69 hearts because of the funny sex number in the 2 demo worlds. This isn't particularly hard since there's 4 levels in each world and each level has 25, but beating this game 100% is tricky. The main gimmick of this game is that Lexi's a rubber fox, meaning she can transform into different forms I guess. It's almost certainly based on the Wario Land free transformations, but I'd like to imagine Evie took notes from the changed and Wario transfer community. Now, let's go with an overview of the different abilities. Normal Lexi has no special gimmicks, but she can get pink hearts. Slime lets you pass through grates and collect green hearts, though you are limited by not being able to climb vines, and fireplaces burn the slime off. That one being a double-edged sword, as it can have benefits like removing an unwanted ability. Glass gives you the ability to collect glass hearts and pass through certain objects, such as the case in World 2, but is limited by being, well, glass, meaning it's fragile to fall damage. The fall damage is weird because it's pretty much guaranteed you break if you fall into any stone block except maybe one below you? I'm still not really sure. The last one is a stone. This one sucks. It's literally beat by beat the G's from Mario Odyssey, though this game actually came out months earlier, so maybe the Mario Odyssey team shamelessly stole from Evie 7 months later. Who knows? The plot is pretty simple. Instead of taking a classic Bowser approach, Cerise and Lexi are not only lesbian divas, going against hegemonic norms, but Cerise acts as both Peach and Bowser, and also seems to be having fun watching Lexi figure out her puzzles while LARPing as an evil mastermind. It's a cute dynamic that satires the classic princess capturing trope. Also, when you beat the game, it's heavily implied that they have sex since it's Hearts Day, but let's not dwell on that. Before moving on to the 2023 game, something interesting I noticed was the inclusion of slope momentum that is not present in the other demo. along with you being able to do this funny strat with this specific vibe. The 2023 build of the game removes the glass ability, adds a cow gimmick and an inflation ability. Eevee's not even trying to hide the kinks this time. The balloon basically makes you float in the air until you reach a ceiling, and the cow lets you weigh down objects, pass these foxes gates, and collect purple hearts, but you are stopped by cowphobic gates. You fall through clouds and have higher gravity. You also get stopped by these disgusting black creatures that remove your ability. To conclude abilities, normal Lexi now has actual unlockable abilities other than being a basic but beautiful bitch, such as a kiss ability that kinda acts like coloured blocks in my favourite underappreciated level, Flip Out Galaxy. You can purchase these abilities in the shop. A new character named Star Anise, whose name is based off a plant just like basil funnily enough, has set up. A cute detail is that Anise's head has actually got a star anise on top of it, which just adds to her character design. I really love space themed characters. Why else do you think I have a space poetry named Kuiper? While on the topic of designs, this build has way better presentation, with animations for collecting the hearts as opposed to them being treated like the sweets, much smoother graphics, and a much funner tone for the game, with Banjo-Kazooie-esque speech for every character that really brings out the personality of not only the characters, but also the game. The difference between this and the Game Jam game is night and day. Genuinely, this game might be a masterpiece of platformers once it gets finished, and I really hope more attention is drawn to it because it's such a hidden gem. While I don't think it's on par with Celeste, both games accomplish such different things from one another while still being in the same genre, so it's not exactly a fair comparison, as Fox Flux isn't trying out funny tech that makes you zoom. I think what it's doing amazingly, and I'll continue to sing my praises for it. With that, I believe I've said all that needs saying about Fox Flux. How likely am I to revisit analysing this game once it comes out? I probably won't unless I do a follow-up video on all 5 of these games together after the release. Lexi and Cerise's amazing character designs have gone on to be used in sprite work with Strawberry Jam, making them basically an icon for Eevee's work, and I hope she takes the time to master this gem of a game, even if it means it'll take longer than GTA 6. Sorry to time skip ahead, but it appears that's all I've done for today. I humbly thank you for watching this video, even if it's just a preview for the full thing, but before we conclude, what's the takeaway from this video? Now, this might not sound relevant, but Hal Nelson was right about AI in his famous short story, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. With the rise of artificial intelligence, seeing games like this is a much needed refreshing change amidst the negativity and hatred. Despite AI overtaking both indie and AAA games now, games like these are very nice to see as it shows that we, as a society, while worsened, can still function without the reliance of fake content. Now, more than ever in fact, we need authenticity, in journalism and gaming and anywhere else that could be plagued by bias, dishonesty and laziness. This is why I talk about games like these. I care about profound media that treats we, the consumer, right. Even something bad I talk about is talked about because I can at least see the human in it. I can see someone tried profound but came across shallow. AI can't be profound because it comes from no place of heart. The AI bubble is something that will one day burst due to its diminishing returns and public disdain. To put it into perspective, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman recently unplugged the life support of Sora AI after over 2 years, which I believe is because of public outcry and, more importantly to big tech, high cost, low return. This is a huge push to get that needle just that bit closer to the balloon, but until we make an effort to move the needle, it remains on the table. Thanks for watching.
Oh hell no, they got the Tel Aviv oranges.